Alright, boys and girls, it's time. ReZero Season 3. 0 out of 10. Not exaggerating. Not ironic. I wish nothing but the worst for this anime. It somehow took everything that I loved, fit it into a wood chipper, and then duct taped the remains back together with bad writing and shitty fan service. This season is like getting hyped for a steak dinner and being handed a singular piece of wet lettuce while the waiter screams moral speeches into your ear for hours on end. Let's go episode by episode, shall we? It's going to be very short, very short, because the episodes were so mind-numbingly boring that nothing happens. So, I could not go too in-depth, so each episode will be 1 or 2 sentences long. So if it's short, but that's just how it is, man. I really cannot deal with this shit anymore. Episode 1, characters straight parodies of themselves, man. Every single bit of this, hour 30 episode, 90% filler. Not needed. 90% filler. And not even the fun, Naruto ramen shop filler either. But instead the boring kind where nothing matters at all. It's like watching a YouTube buffering screen, but with subtitles. Episode 2, characters continue their speedrun to absolute stupidity. The villain of the week is literally just female Betelgeuse, except somehow more annoying. Emilia gets shoved into the spotlight, and they try to make her an actual character. Spoiler alert, doesn't really work. She's less main heroine, and more walking TED talk on morality. Episode 3, slightly better, which is like saying food poisoning this time only made me vomit once. It is instead of 3 times. Still sucked. Episode 4, another improvement in quotes. But calling this an improvement is like saying, hey, this garbage smells slightly less today. Isn't that great? The Lust Archbishop, Capella, is annoying, but at least less brain dead than Wrath and Gluttony. Episode 5, exactly the same as before, but with the writing equivalent of someone farting directly in your face. To say, not very great. And here's where things kind of change up a bit. Because everything is kind of the fucking same. Every episode is exactly the same. It's still boring as shit. So, I'm just going to condense from 6 to what I got up to halfway through 10. So episode 6 to halfway through episode 10, just straight copy-paste garbage. Each episode is the same recycled plot, slowly turning me into the Joker, and then, well, the moment that broke me. The straw that shattered the camel's spine, if you will. The lesbo kiss. The fucking lesbian makeout scene between Liliana, the newly introduced bard girl, and Priscilla, a kind of well-known character within the first season of ReZero. Honestly, pretty good character back then. Shit one now. And the thing is, it happens out of nowhere too. There's no build-up, no character logic, no nothing. Just awkward, fetishy fan service. Honestly, anime like softcore hentai, I'm not gonna lie to you. I quit halfway through episode 10. I didn't even bother with episode 11 to 16, and to be frank, I don't regret it. The bard girl, Liliana, we're now gonna, do everything point by point now. The bard girl Liliana, let's be honest here, is straight the cancer of ReZero. Fuck her. Liliana is the anime equivalent of getting gum stuck on your shoe, and it never goes away. Her songs are awful, always in Japanese for some reason. I watch dub. I skipped every single one. She gets a 1 out of 10, and even then, that feels quite generous. She ruins every single scene she's in, and she's glued to Priscilla, dragging her down too. Remember when Priscilla was this powerful, confident character in the first season? Yeah. Now she's just Liliana's glorified background dancer. Imagine buying a Ferrari and then supergluing a shopping cart on the roof. That's season 3 writing. Emilia, not much better. Emilia went from this blank state with potential to the most annoying anime character I've ever seen. She's in every single episode or scene delivering endless moral speeches in a squeaky, high-pitched voice that makes me want to feed my head into a hydraulic press. Skipping her scenes became self-defense. She's that unbearable, I'm not gonna lie. Subaru, truly the dumbest main character I've ever seen, and brother, I watch shonen and isekai. Subaru's character arc this season can be summed up as ignore good advice, make dumb choices, and deliver cringe speeches. He literally was told to, quote, don't tell your name to Gluttony by L. So what does he do? Stands on the anime equivalent of a megaphone and shouts for all to hear, hey, my name is Subaru. This man has less survival instinct than a squirrel in traffic. Going up to the big heavy hitter here, fan service. Oh, every anime fucking fan has a good little tiff about fan service. Here's the thing. I actually don't hate fan service when, that is done subtly. In one moment, they almost did it right. Krush gets knocked down, and then a quick jiggle on her tits, and then it cuts away immediately. Okay, fine. Not intrusive, not in your face. Fine. But then 2 seconds later, Lust, the Archbishop that is Capella, is stepping on Krush's chest, making her breasts jiggle for like 5 full seconds while talking about Subaru's love life or some shit. Dog, it's not sexy, it's not funny, it's just painful. And then the final boss of bad fan service, as I said before, and let's harken back to the Liliana Priscilla kiss. Brother, that's not earned, it's not foreshadowed, and it's not even in character. It was animated like hentai, and that's just when I just rage quit, man. Fuck that shit. Reinhard is a bit of a strange case. He was his cool enough character in the previous 2 seasons. We didn't really see him a lot, and at first I thought they're gonna, explain his character a bit more in 3, which they kind of did at the beginning with Wilhelm and some more grandmother bullshit, and then their family and their drunken abusive dad or whatever the fuck. But for some reason it pivoted. The show pivoted, and Reinhard is the most useless, overpowered character in anime. He does nothing. He disappears whenever the story needs tension, then randomly reappears, gains new abilities out of nowhere, and still does nothing useful. His sword can only be unsheathed against strong opponents. It could not be drawn against greed, but if you remember back to season 1, it could against Elsa. Meaning, canonically, Elsa is stronger than Greed. Great fucking job. You broke your own fucking power scaling. Lovely fucking season. What a great story. Reinhardt's character arc is basically show up, look pretty, and ignore problems. Bayako just disappears. I mean, did I zone out? Maybe. But considering the season yeets characters off screen like it's going out of style, probably not. Strong characters vanish so the plot can crawl forward. And speaking of plot, let's go into the villains. The Sin Archbishops, in this case, the Dora the Explorer villains, truly. In the first season with Betelgeuse, whatever, they were built up as this amazingly strong force, you know, stupidly crazy and incredibly powerful. In season 2, we got some more information about them, mostly about the witches they serve under. And this season, they just... Well... Okay, every time they're on screen, they shout their name and the sin that they represent. Like, they're auditioning for Pokemon or some shit. Like, I'm Gluttony, and I'm the Sin Archbishop of Gluttony. Yes, mate, we know. You've said it 80 times already. And when they don't say it, other characters remind us of it. Watch out, there's Gluttony. He's the Sin Archbishop of Gluttony. This isn't character development, it's just a brain virus, man. Greed is a wasted villain, honestly. He acts like a Reddit mod, cosplaying as a boss fight, and threatens to kill his wives, which don't even try to run. And if they died, honestly, fucking natural selection at that point. They deserve it. Wrath... Oh, look! It's Betelgeuse, but it's a woman now. Wow, it's literally no different. Oh boy. I mean, was the writer having a fucking brain fart when he wrote her, or what? Like, what the fuck? Gluttony is just dumb and annoying and contributes literally nothing to the story at all, other than back in season 2, where he ate Rem's, like, memories and all that shit. That was one thing, and that happened in the far superior previous season. Capella, or Lust, as you can kind of guess, as she was the only one I gave a name to, is still annoying, but at least vaguely original compared to the rest, which is like saying moldy bread is better than expired milk. She is also hyperactive, which isn't good, as we already have that with Betelgeuse 2.0. Like, Jesus, man, fucking calm down. Other crimes of writing here, in this exposition, every single thing explained out loud like we're 5 years old. Wilhelm's wife, supposed to be old, but resurrected, looking like a top 25-year-old with 0 wrinkles and an anime shampoo commercial here. I guess anime Botox confirmed. Nice. Elsa, again, harkening back to what I said previously, is now canonically stronger than Greed, because Reinhardt's sword works only on her, but not him. Perfect logic there. The villains are getting weaker and weaker as time goes on. Great story. Great storytelling there. Characters spend more time introducing themselves than fighting. The whole season feels like speed dating at a Comic-Con, honestly. And of course, the unearned lesbian subplot. Now you may say, oh, this fucking guy, he won't shut up about it, but god damn it, it's because it's the thing that truly broke me. In a season that's full of nothing but torture and getting my fucking balls ripped off by an ape, you're gonna feel immense emotion towards the thing that finally broke you. And to me, that was the lesbian fucking kiss of the two bitches. It wasn't romance. It was not storytelling. It was just straight fetish fan service that looked like hentai. The final verdict on ReZero Season 3? Well, what can I say that I had not already said before? ReZero Season 3 isn't just bad, it's catastrophic. Episodes 1 to 10 were a slow torture device. I didn't make it to 11 to 16. Characters were ruined, strong characters vanished, and villains were brain dead. Fan service was cringe, and Reinhard was fucking useless. 0 out of 10, no hope. I will not be returning to ReZero. I don't care if Season 4 is this fucking... if I got it from God himself and it was truly crafted by Hephaestus. I'm not watching that shit. Because I know for a fact the previous characters and subpoints that I fucking hated here will continue on, even if other points get better and better. I don't care. As a little thing to, finish off here, I'd like to remind you of previously failed work, such as the Tokyo Ghoul anime. Season 1, it was fine. It was boring most of the time, but fairly emotional, with okay characters. Season 2 threw the manga in the trash and winged it. They turned edgy as fuck with no payoff, but god damn it, I'd still put it above Season 1. Season 3, was it Re? Fuck bro. Re is right because the producers must all be Re's, if you catch my meaning. It was a rushed disaster. They sped ran like 150 chapters in 12 episodes. Season 4? The Funeral Brother. Truly. Complete, incoherent nonsense. And the ending was like a bootleg PowerPoint slideshow. Didn't even know what was happening half the time. Shit just happened. Oh, but ReZero Season 3... it was a special kind of awful. A masterclass in ruining your own show. So yeah, ReZero Season 3 is the anime equivalent of a wet fart echoing in the cathedral. If you like the season, you may be a bit brain dead, but that's okay. Maybe if you turn your life to God and repent, he will absolve you of the sin that is liking this wet turd in this confessionals. As for me, I am done. Goodbye ReZero. May you rot in the same graveyard as Tokyo Ghoul and the 2016 Berserk anime.